Hi everybody, I'm Fiddlerman and I want to show you the different mutes that you have to choose from so you could practice without disturbing your neighbor. Maybe the only time you have to practice is when everybody else is sleeping and you want to be able to use a mute that's going to both allow you to hear what you're doing and get the feel of what you're doing when the violin's vibrating as opposed to when it's too dampened and you don't quite use the right amount of bow arm pressure and so forth and so on. So I have three mutes I want to show you. This is the violin with no mute at all. And this is the violin with the ultra practice mute. Now this is a very soft rubber and it's kind of big, so it can dampen your violin a nice little bit, but you can still wake people up if they're right really close to you when you're practicing. So if you don't have somebody in the same room or if people are too close, you may not choose this mute, but it also gives you kind of a pleasant sound and you can enjoy your playing better than if you have a really heavy mute. And this is what it sounds like. It has a dark sound, mellow, kind of soft sound. And then you have the Artino Mute right here, which is a much stiffer rubbery plastic kind of material, and it's also much heavier. It dampens the violin more. I don't know if one side is for the E string or not. They look the same on both sides. The harder you push it down, the more you'll mute your instrument, and you don't run a risk of hurting the bridge because it's still a plastic rubbery material and it's not metal. So this is what this sounds like. And then you have the big heavy metal mute. Now this mute obviously is dangerous. If you really clamp it down on your bridge and you have a soft bridge, you're going to get marks in your bridge. I don't know how long or how much damage you can do. My bridge is pretty hard, so I haven't gotten any marks from it yet, and I can practice safely with this mute without disturbing anybody. So I'll quickly switch from mute to mute. Now I'll put the Artino Mute on while you still remember how loud I was. Now I'll put the Ultra Practice Mute on. And then no mute at all. So there's a nice difference from mute to mute. I guess the ideal thing would be to order all three mutes. But if you just have to choose one, try to, use it for the occasion that you need it for. If you need it for not disturbing your neighbors on the other side of a wall in another apartment, this might be enough, and you'll really enjoy the sound you get from this Ultra Practice Room practice mute. But if you have people that are really close to you or in the same house, or you don't want other people to hear what you're practicing or what have you, then you might want to get the Artino Mute. That's not going to damage your bridge. And if people are in the same room or in the same house trying to watch TV or something, I guess with TV you still get away with the Artino Mute. But the absolute best mute will be your steel heavy metal mute. And basically that's it. Thanks for watching. You can get these things on fiddlershop.com.